Hey there, Twisted Sage here. I know it's been a minute, but yeah, whatever. Life is life. I wanted to bring some light to the Charlie Kirk assassination and death. After all, that's what astrology is, the study of the light. Um, we know it is Libra season now. We know that Kirk is a Libra. Over to his chart. Won't mind my messy room. Um, all right, so Kirk, Sun in Libra. We also have he was a Moon in Libra. He had a fair amount of a stellium here, all in Libra. Also stellium in Scorpio. Now this just popped out to me, but let's look at square to Saturn. And I do believe this. I don't have his exact time of birth, but I do, based on all my studies as an astrologer, I found that Charlie tends to be more of a Capricorn name, perhaps an Aquarius name. His name is what made me go with Capricorn. But also him getting killed in a public setting made me also see, as if we put him as a Capricorn rising, then this puts his sun high in the sky. Though he's born in Illinois, so you can see the MCIC line axis is slanted. If we're here more in the south, it's usually more true to like a cross, right? This is the cross we all bear. AC, IC, DC, MC. So these are the planets of traditional of death: Saturn and Pluto. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the date of his death. Okay, so we know this is a true fact, right? So the moment of the shooting was a Scorpio rising. We see this, we've got this 22 right here. 22 is known as the kill or be killed degree. Especially, I want to say it's more prevalent in fixed signs. So we also see that the moment of the death, there was quite a bit in the 10th house, the most seen house, right? This is your house of fame. What do we have there? We have the sun conjuncting south node. So this triple conjunction of Mercury, Sun, and south node. This is where the eclipse points are, right? And we know that what we know in astrology about eclipse points is they're fated events, fated endings, fated beginnings. In some of my past work, we saw the rise of the Kansas City Chiefs through the eclipse cycle. And now I believe that door is closing with these eclipses. We're seeing perhaps the fall of the Chiefs. But back to Kirk. So obviously it was September 10th. What's that? 11, like 2 weeks basically before the eclipse, but in the middle of the eclipse cycle. And in the middle of the two new moons. In fact, okay, shit. Basically, he died 2-3 days after that first eclipse. The lunar eclipse, which obviously are endings, right? We got the moon 29, something big about it's conjunct Chiron, so some wounds, wounded warrior. Now, so I'd say both of these eclipses very much are tied to his death. We also have 29 Saturn right here, right? And in Charlie's, now let's all right, so we lose our lines, but so this interwheel here, that's Charlie. And then we have, this is the day of his death, outside ring. So what I've noticed in his look, he, and if I'm right about this, I put him, I have it at the 18 mark, which puts both Uranus and Neptune on his ascendant, which is the physical house, the me, myself, and I house, can bring a lot of your physical look. And he looks all three. He looks very Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces to me. He has hands down is always a Neptune thing or a Pisces thing, is the widow's peak. He very much had the widow's peak. His nose looks very Capricorn, Aquarius to me. Anywho, but so what we see. Okay, so what do we know about Mars? No, Mars brings attacks. Mars is the war planet. Aggression, action, guns, knives, cutting. So now, if I were to just generally be like, oh, Mars is in your sign, right? Like, I would be thinking that would be giving him energy and drive, right? And perhaps it was. But this is also ended up, we see this as an external attack on Charlie. But then we also see this nefarious black moon Lilith, right? So that brings perhaps a hidden but a lustful attack. Obviously Libra is very much about justice, what is fair. I think you saw that with Kirk, right? Like he was always just trying to debate. Libra probably very much is the sign of debate. They make great judges, right? But obviously Kirk was very deep, right? Like he's going deep on some stuff. His mind is in the fucking, his actions, his underworld. Oh gosh. Now what just jumps out to me is this is your marriage partner. This is Juno, the faithful wife of Jupiter. What is his ooh. I don't know. To me, what just hit by seeing that Juno there with all this, right? So this put his Pluto on the ascendant. Yeah. So we see right here, death of the physical body. Did the wife have something to do with it? We know that that ascendant, right? Scorpio is both ruled by both the Pluto and the Mars, and another 22 kill or be killed degree. But also, if you look at this 1818 right here, right? Which is, even if I'm wrong about his ascendant, we still have an exact trine. Right? And we have all these eclipses, the endings. We also, too, probably not to be overlooked, we have Uranus on his south node, his sudden exit. Right? Uranus is those things you can't ever count. The deer jumping in front of your car, like, doesn't matter how prepared you are, what's going to come out of the left field. That and motherfuck, he's a Libra, ruling planet. That's exactly where this eclipse we just had a couple days ago, Saturn directly opposed that, a battle with the Grim Reaper. And then we had the sun and the moon right there on that top of that eclipse. Right? And then death in a public setting, 10th house, to the physical body. Also, if I'm correct that he is a Capricorn rising, well, then that makes also his Saturn, his two ruling planets, right? And they're in the quincunx. They don't see each other. And that square, right, to his Pluto, activated by the ascendant in the moment. So both of the planets of death being heavily activated, right, in one fashion or another. Even if not, this focuses on that Saturn. It's activated by the Sun, South Node, Mercury. And then even the eclipse seasons before, the year and a half before, this was a big point here, right? We had, I think, that solar eclipse right at the 29 of Aries. Well, that's my conclusion for now. Just wanted to spread a little light before it gets too far into distant memory. Keep fucking shining.